Like and subscribe right now, or else this will be in your bed tonight. r/AskReddit by Planet Reddit. Straight people of Reddit. What's the most homosexual situation you've found yourself in? This is my roommate's story, not mine. But it's too damn funny not to tell. He heads down to Atlantic City for the weekend with some friends, hoping to just hang out, gamble, and drink. Along with him are two guys he's good friends with, works with. Guy A is openly gay and in a committed relationship. Guy B is straight and single. As the first night goes on, they all get progressively drunker and are actually winning a lot of money at the tables. Guy A goes up to his room to call his boyfriend, leaving my friend alone with Guy B. Guy B starts sobbing the minute Guy A leaves the room, wailing to my roommate that he's gay and has secretly been in love with Guy A since the moment he first met him. We're talking ugly crying. The kind where everyone in the room ignores you because it's too hard to watch. So my roommate, unable to deal with this emotional outburst, starts chugging drinks hoping it'll help. Guy A comes back from the room hysterically crying because his boyfriend broke up with him over the phone. So now both men are crying on opposite sides of the room because they are ashamed to have the other see them crying. Meanwhile they keep crying to my roommate, as he's the neutral third party. Eventually Guy B figures out Guy A is now single and makes his move. He drags my roommate with him as support and confronts Guy A. He admits his love and asks him if they can be together. Guy A rejects him and they both cry with renewed intensity. They all continue to drink and both Guy A and Guy B get so drunk and depressed they desperately ask my roommate if he would have sex with them because he's such a nice guy. That was an event from start to finish. This should have been The Hangover Part 3. The Army. You'll find the straightest gay guys and the gayest straight guys. Most of the top posts in this thread are from veterans. As a vet myself, I'm not the least bit surprised. Now which one of you dong lickers wants to play hide the pickle? I'm more of a who's in my mouth kinda guy. I got job to act in an ad for Big Ice Company. I was dressed in full yellow outfit, even socks, and put on yellow sunglasses. I wouldn't mind that, but then the director told me to lay on the floor, green screen, in some sexy footballer way and gave me a banana to eat it in one really slow and sexual way. Right when I finished recording the scene, other actors told me that this was gayest thing they ever witnessed. So yay. I am now known as a yellow guy eating the banana on TV ad, which is kinda popular at the moment. I guess I am gonna have to post the link after all. RIP Reddit account. Bottom left one. Youtuber link. You look fine to me. Plus, the chick bathing behind the curtain nullifies any gayness. Was sharing a bed with a friend while on a university networking trip. Middle of the night he grabs my waist from behind. I wake up and try to squirm away. He is stronger than me and I can't break free. I'm his unwilling little spoon. I finally pry his hands off and fall off the far side of the bed. I stand up and look at him and it starts to make sense. He has now grabbed all the blankets and is hugging them against his body and mumbling. He's just doing weird shit in his sleep. Waited till he chilled out and then wrestled some blankets back and went back to sleep. No big deal. But in the moment I felt like I was about to lose my anal virginity. The good old go for it, and if it doesn't work pretend to be a sleep trick. I'm a heavy sleeper and I usually use a hug pillow, so when I slept over at my cousin's I woke up once to yo beach WTF as he's like pushing my face away while I had a deep grip on him. Good times. Australian all boys school. Pretty damn good at playing gay chicken, rooster, name it. There was one time my friend and I were side stage during a production of West Side Story. During the scene where Tony and Maria meet for the first time, he and I turn to each other and start mouthing their lines. Then the dialogue ends and they're meant to kiss. Sure enough, we both lean in slowly. I wasn't backing down. I want to see how far this can go. By this point, most people side stage and even on stage have noticed, extras, thankfully, and are trying as hard as they can not to lose their shit and break character. I'm pretty sure I would have gone all the way had he not gone for an Eskimo kiss, nose on nose. I think he knows I would have, given he saw me kiss another guy at an 18th. It was a joint production with the nearby girls' school. So we were the only gay boys. This is ducking hilarious. I can imagine them trying not to laugh on stage. During a barracks check for drugs, the room across from me was pretty much kicked into. I got to witness my CO's face as he saw two dudes going at it like the end of the world. I think some of my hearing loss can be attributed to how loud the CO screamed. What in the ducking hell are you doing? There was a lot of gay chicken in the military, but that time left the most vivid image. I think at the point it's not gay chicken anymore. It's just gay. What's gay chicken? A man I met at a wedding in London wanted to show 15-year-old me his recording studio. You damn fool. You could have been the next Bieber. Seems like he dodged 2 bullets at once there. Some girl tried to have sex with me in a club. I stopped when she got my titty out. Gosh damn it. You watch your ducking mouth. Okay. Backstory. Have a friend named Adam. We all knew Adam was gay before he came out. So, Adam comes out and we are all like duh. So, Adam wants to go to a gay bar, but is completely anxious about it. Not anyone in Adam's friend group have been to a gay bar either. I have a friend Laurie who is also gay. Laurie and Adam don't know each other. So I introduce them and the three of us wind up heading to a club called Pegasus. I am there as designated driver and an escape route should Adam decide he has to leave. So, I am basically hanging out at the bar, talking to the bartenders. After we get through the age straight and being vouched for by Laurie to the lesbians that I wasn't trolling for a 3-way, I'm having a decent time. Except there is one guy. Aggressive as all hell. Wouldn't leave me alone. Like, I totally get why women get freaked out in these situations. I'm a big dude. And I was getting a little freaked out. More pissed off. But, so anyway. Thus dude is not letting up. I go from no thanks to go the duck away or I will punch your teeth in. Guy leaves. Anyway. A couple of people have found out why I was there and think it's great. Free drinks, non-alcohol, for me from plenty of people. Then Mr. Aggressive comes back and apologized and hands me a drink. Before I can take a sip, this giant black woman of a transvestite grabs the drink and dumps it out on the floor and grabs the dude and tells the bartender she saw MR. Aggressive spike my drink. Bouncers show up. Guy is tossed onto the street. I thank the lady and offer to buy her a drink. Sugar, I'd rather have a dance, was her response. So, what the hell? We danced for a bit. Hands off. She was a perfect gentleman. Shortly after, Adam decided it was time to go. So we rounded up Laurie and headed out. Chloe, wherever you are, thanks again. You can always count on a queen. That's what I've learned from this thread so far. I'm gay, but I went out with a group of friends once that included a straight guy. He ended the night at a gay club throwing up in a doorless bathroom stall with an unfamiliar drag queen holding his glasses and patting his back. So that would probably be his answer. AWW. You can always count on a queen to have your back. That reminds me of a time when a friend who went to a gay nightclub with me asked me to go to the men's room with him and watch his back since the stalls were doorless. He was asking the fox to guard a hen house. I guarantee there was no one in that joint who wanted his dong half as bad as I did. Hilariously, he was safe from being hit on as being a clothes horse who used to model. He gave the appearance of being both gay and out of most guys' league, thus warding off pickup attempts. I kissed a dude in a hot tub. He was my buddy and he's gay and everyone said I wouldn't. Well, I showed them. Edit. Gribbet. One of my top comments is this. Go on. That led to other things and long story short, I ended up getting preggers with an ass baby. Aimed at me. A dude at a party asked if he could suck my dong. I said no. He walked off. Just in general, I worked at my uncle's gay bar for a few months. It was awesome. Why was it awesome? Gay men like to drink and tip. Being deployed in the military. Yep. The only time I've been chased around a room by 3 dudes waving their cokes around through their pants zippers was in basic. We were just reservists too, so I don't know what was up with that. Yay. My Marine friends are gayer than my gay friends by far. Let me preface. I am a straight male. I was dating a stripper. A female. I decided I wanted to try stripping. We did the research. The only way to make money is to dance for dudes. I call my gay friend. He finds out the best place within driving distance. I check the website. That Wednesday is amateur night. A contest with $300 for first place. I get my gay friend to take me down there. We walk in. There are dongs everywhere. On the bar are 3 naked men with dongs out in your face. Around the room are about 12 naked dancers and gay porn on every TV. Right now I am in shock. So we just stand around for a while. I had come to scope it out. Next month. Contest. They announce the contest and ask all participants to go backstage. I didn't go. Then about 10 dudes surround me. They're like, aren't you doing the contest? We've been excited to see you. They basically push me into the prep room. No, here is where it gets gay. The prep room is 7 guys getting ready for the contest. I am number 8. 5 guys are naked near me and all jerking off. 2 guys are blowing each other back and forth. Trying to get hard for the contest. I am not interested in getting hard. Then it's my turn. I go out and they play a song and I get naked and dance. There is a line of people with dollars to give me. My friend comes up and tips me. I win the contest. Made $460 in under an hour. Also took the job when they offered. Eventually I was jerking off before sets in that same room. Near gay men who also were jerking off. Here is where it gets gay. It sounded pretty gay before that, TBH. It got mega gay though. Made eye contact with another guy while eating a banana once. Reminds me of this guy who once told me about one of the rules in his bro code, specifically about how to eat a banana. Never close your eyes. Never make eye contact. Fast bites. Don't put it in your mouth for more than 1 second. Small bites. Don't take bites longer than 4 cm. Edit. The comment chain is bananas. Now I get it why they're Reddit's favorite measuring device. Thanks for sharing your hilarious experiences and insights. You're missing one big point. Bring the banana to your mouth. Don't bring mouth to banana. My old roommate used to try to pull me into having a threesome with her and her boyfriend, but I was not attracted to either of them, so I would decline. Some days she would trick me into going into a bedroom, saying she needs help with homework, and then lock the door and start undressing. But the weirdest was when I was doing work in my room and she walked in and laid on my bed naked without even saying a word, just spread eagle. It was too awkward for me. I just walked out of the room and later I cleaned my sheets. WTF. That's incredibly creepy. Especially where she used to try to hijack the room and start taking her clothes off. WTF does these things? That's a sexual violation right there. If it isn't. IDK how the laws in what I presume is America work. But it's extremely disrespectful. My friend Rene and I were going to visit one of our gay friends and his boyfriend from work at their new house. There was a snowstorm and Rene couldn't go. She didn't trust her car in the snow. So I ended up going alone and hanging out with these 2 guys and their friend Mike. Unbeknownst to both Rene and I, the gay couple was trying to set me up with Mike. They were not aware that Rene and I had been sleeping together on the DL for 3 months because Rene was telling people I was gay so that we wouldn't get in trouble with HR at work. HR frowned on office relationships. Edit for clarity TL. DR. Girl I hooked up with told friends I was gay so no one knew we were hooking up. Gay friends tried to set me up with their gay friend. Wait. The girl you were sleeping with set you up on a blind date? No. We were just going to hang out with our friend and his boyfriend. They brought their friend because the girl I was sleeping with was telling people that I was gay in an attempt to hide our not exactly HR approved office romance. She and I dated for a while, but eventually broke up after a couple of years. One time I was really tired and horny drifting to sleep. I thought about how it would be nice to get a BJ. Then I thought about how good I would be at giving a BJ because I know exactly what I'd want. Then I thought about what I'd do if I was giving a BJ. It sort of turned me on. It was weird. Then I fell asleep and it's never happened again. Tonight's a new night. Who knows what adventures await. In high school, my friend group had an unofficial game. The point was to try and embarrass someone by making the most uncomfortable situations possible. If they played along, you lost. If they cracked, you won. Admitting it's a game is an instant loss. Being high school boys, gay stuff was the go-to to make someone uncomfortable. We were always trying to top each other. Phrasing. Boom. A big party was happening. And when I showed up, I was greeted at the gate by a midget. He tore his clothes off, party boy style, revealing a red G-string, and yelled, "Let's party." Knowing my friends, I assumed a gay midget stripper was their attempt at kicking it up a notch. So of course I can't lose. Danced provocatively with the little stripper. Swung my shirt over my head. The whole nine. Turns out, my friends weren't even there yet. And no one else had any clue about our game. As far as they knew. I walked in, saw a male stripper, and got really excited. I was sucking a dong, then I realized it was a guy. How did you know? I made eye contact and then it dawned upon me. I was 14 at the time, and I was right beside my little brother. Called him. He turned to look at me right as I was licking my upper lip because it was really dry. And it's sorta a habit. My tongue touched his tongue since he held his tongue out too. Not sure why though, we chose to never speak of it again. So if it's gay if your balls touch, what is it when your tongues touch? Reptilian? Not really a homosexual situation. But one of my ex's best friend was gay and he would hit on me a lot. He would tell me like, if you ever get bored of your GF, come see me and I'll give you the ride of your life. Do you think you had the ride of your life yet? Well, not at all, a little creepy. A friend and I were shopping at Home Goods. We're both dudes. We both had a few things in our hands and each of us picked up a candle with our free hand to smell. I thought mine smelled pleasant and he though his did as well. We proceeded to cross arms, beer drinking style, and smell each other's candle face to face while making eye contact. We both acknowledged what happened and mentioned nothing of it. I hang out with a group of friends that like to slap friends' asses. When I first joined then I was like, damn, y'all are gay as hell. Then 2 years later I found myself slapping their asses as hard as I could for shits and giggles. I bit this dude ass once or twice. Let's back up for a minute. You did what now? So usually in school as a joke when me and my friends see each other we'll say something really dumb like hey dad or hey son, but in this situation me and my friend both turned the corner at the same time and called each other honey. It was ducking hilarious but also really ducking gay. But no homo. Maybe a little. So there's this guy that used to come over a lot after I met him. Call him Sean. Sean was the type that woke me up at 7 AM by whipping the coffee maker with a towel to turn it on. One time he woke me up out of a dead sleep because he sleepwalked right into my room and crashed into my closet thinking it was the bathroom. Fell backwards flat on his back and proceeded to piss himself on my floor. A few hours later and it's all, why am I naked? So one time I come home and Sean is in my room on my computer with absolutely nothing on besides a bright green sock dangling from his dong with the words "send nudes" written on it. Now, normally I get grumpy when people are in my room using my shit. But we did a lot of drugs together so the boundaries were kinda thin. Instead, I was so awestruck at the lengths this guy went that I decided to sit behind him on my bed and join him in trolling people on Chatroulette. By the end of this session there had to be at least half a dozen of my friends all gathered around a naked guy with a sock on his junk. I won't tell you if the balls touched. A bright green sock dangling from his dong with the words "send nudes" written on it. Life goals. I was in a literature class once and a guy told me to shut the duck up before he kissed me on the lips. I don't know in what world that would be an insult, but it made me pretty uncomfortable. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Not going to lie, communal showers during high school sports seems pretty damn gay in hindsight. Just a big, open room with like 20 shower heads on the wall and a bunch of 15-18-year-olds running around naked. You should try boot camp. Way worse. However, when you do it every day you get desensitized to it and no one thinks of it as gay unless you're just confused about life. Was in a full hotel elevator that had a wall mirror with a close buddy of mine after night swimming. When he looks at me in the mirror and asked, "Who's that good looking guy?" To which I replied, "Standing next to me?" AWW. Then he looks one dude dead in the eyes and deadpan says, "That's my boyfriend, we're both straight as hell." But things like this happen a lot. I'll repost this from last month when someone asked the exact same question. When I was in high school, late 90s, the internet was a very different place. It wasn't uncommon to find a person didn't have internet access. Many of those who did had AOL, or at least AIM. Anyway, I had been corresponding with this guy roughly my age who went to school one town over from my own, roughly a 15-minute drive. Eventually we decide to meet up. Without getting too specific, I'll say that we met because we had a mutual interest in a particular fetish. So we would swap porn we found, when one had to do some hunting for freebies, and talk about how hot the women in the pics were, etc. So I'm fully expecting to get there and have it turn out to be a pervy old guy who is going to try to throw me into his van. We met at a highly public place to avoid such an issue. Sure enough, we are both exactly who we said we were. In retrospect, I'm not so sure why I didn't see this coming. I mean, two straight guys hanging out talking about a thing that women do that gets them off? Already. This was shaping up to be pretty gay. He did. I'm not. Grew up in a conservative, predominantly Catholic, and altogether macho type of town. So the whole thing had me pretty confused for a while. Was I gay? Was I bi? Even though I wasn't attracted to dudes, did having one blow me initiate me into gayness? Then I got out of my town. Saw the world. Met new people and realized that it really wasn't that big of a deal and I wasn't forever marked, scarred, damned, etc. Just a confused kid who experimented with a thing. The dude, interestingly, is also married to a woman and has a few kids. As a gay man who was out from about age 15, I can tell you that I'm fairly certain I've sucked more straight dongs than gay. I don't think this is homosexual, but dildo ducking myself in the ass while in my girlfriend's bathroom. She was asleep in the next room. It's not gay if you were thinking of a girl. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for 3 videos a day.